Hi guys, welcome back to Viva Go See.
สวัสดีค่ะขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่ช่อง YouTube Viva Go See ค่ะ
An automatic battery charger.
More of a battery keeper or battery tender. I ordered this from AliExpress. Said it was going to take 12 to 22 days to get here. It took about 6. Fantastic. Automatic battery charger, 1.5 amp, 6 volt, 12 volt. And this thing is great because it's got several different hookups to it. So anyway, what do we have here? We've got clamps. So there's a secondary use for this is when you take your battery out off season or something. And it's got automotive connectors. That's been my old trailer. And here's another set of connectors, again the auto connectors. And this one will connect to the battery directly and enable you to keep it ready for battery tending whenever you're not riding it. And here we have the unit. That looks pretty cool. And there's the main connector. It's going to connect to either one of those two systems. And we got some LEDs. We'll get into more of that later. And by the way, this one here comes with a North American plug. We call it a US plug. I'm Canadian. We have them too. And an adapter, which I don't need. I am here in Thailand, and most of the plugs are finding the same thing. The North American plug. Anyway, you get an adapter, whatever. Okay, so once we get this thing plugged in, we'll be able to hook it up. I've got my battery out of the motorcycle, and we could just supposedly leave this plugged in. It does a trickle charge after it gets to 80%, I think it is, and then keep your battery charged over the winter. I just bought a new battery because my other battery wouldn't charge after a year of sitting around. A brand new battery, by the way, sat around for a year, and that was the end of that. Comes with a little instruction book, and I have to say that I'm impressed because it's relatively clear. And if you can put together a little bit of broken English, you can figure out when it blinks and when it doesn't. The technical stats are all very clear in English. And it's got a how to use. It's fairly much common sense, but there's some warnings here. That's it. So the next step is going to be to take this thing outside and plug it into my new but slightly used battery and see how it blinks. See you there.
Okay, so here we are outside, nice 32-degree Thai weather, and I am going to plug in an extension cord, right? Because these sockets kind of suck, they're horizontal. First thing we want to do is connect our connectors nice and firmly. Well, I'm connecting the battery clamps first. By the way, they got pretty well wrapped in this plastic, so it's pretty hard to make any kind of short circuit contact. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. So hopefully you can see all the LEDs light up. Alright, should fire up 1, 2, 3 LEDs. Do a self-test. Alright, we did a fire up. It's went over to 12 volts. Now I'm going to hook this up to this battery that's been running in this motorcycle. Of course, the little rubber cap is right where you don't need it. So when I hook this up over here, it's going to give us readouts on the battery over there. Okay, so what we have here is a blinking light, and according to this LED status chart, this blinking light means that it's below 50% charge right now. And this indicates that it is charging. Alright, so now this light has stopped blinking. It means it's above 50% and it is still charging. So this will blink once it's 100% charged. and then this light will go out and the unit will continue to trickle charge. Alright, so next step is to look at the other connector, which will be a permanent connector, and we'll do that over on the Hayate. I'm going to install this part of the unit permanently, and I will have to route that and everything else. So we come down here to the battery. Of course, we're going to want to be hardwiring these onto the battery post. So what you're going to have to do is find a place on the motorcycle where this would actually be out of the way, and because it's permanent, you're going to want to be able to come home, pop this up from wherever it is housed, and be able to plug in the main charger unit. So it'll be up to you to, according to your motorcycle, find a route for this thing. I am going to check about running it through here, along the chassis a bit, and then find a spot for it to come out. I've got side panels roughly are going to go on like this. It is possible that I could maybe route it so that I can just pop it in and out of here. And another option is doing a cutout into that storage bucket and having it set in there. So there it is. Need to find a route for it where we can tuck it away and have access, easy access to it when we come home. Be able to plug in the charger, leave it alone, and let it do its charge and trickle charge thing. Come out to a fresh battery. So let me work on finding that route, and when I do that, we'll come back.